So, I thought I'd try something else out today. Today, I am playing as one of the most fierce special forces in the world, the SPETSNAZ. And if we translate that into the English, it means Special Purpose Unit. And I feel like I should have known that way before this video. What else do I have for you today? Well, I have some juicy hardline related news, but I will talk about that later in the video. So, the AS Val, I never really gave this weapon a proper chance. I tried it a couple times when it first released with the Second Assault DLC, but it was a bit too jumpy. Yeah, that's how I would describe it. It was just too jumpy for me and not effective at range at all. But a couple days ago, I decided I would give it another shot, because to be honest, it is a pretty badass looking weapon. I used to love this weapon back in the OG Bad Company days, and it was like this super OP semi-auto sniper rifle that everyone loved to use, mostly because it was so easy to get kills with over any other bolt-action sniper rifle. But I mostly liked it because it just looked and sounded so badass back in the day. And look at me now, 7 years later, and I'm using this thing like a Russian Spec Ops ninja. Now, since DICE got rid of the visual recoil, it made things a lot more easier using this weapon. Now, it still has a lot of disadvantages because it still has the low clip size combined with the high rate of fire, and the reload time is fairly long. You won't be able to score a lot of multi-kills with this weapon unless you're super accurate with it, which I'm not. I was decently accurate with it. But when you get shot at in the open by multiple enemies, chances are you're going to be able to pick off one, but not both. So if I had any tips to give you guys for using this weapon, they would be the following. Number 1, stay close to cover at all times using this weapon, and bring your sneaky peeky tactics to the battlefield, and start flanking your opponents. This is very important, but most importantly, take on your enemies up close. Because I ran into multiple situations where the enemy spotted me from a distance, and instead of just returning fire or hoping to land a few shots, I tried to get in as close as possible to return fire and get the kill, because this gun really doesn't do well at long range, and if you manage to engage him at close range, you will most likely get that kill. Even if he's rocking a high RPM assault rifle, it doesn't really matter, but you need to be accurate though with this weapon. That is very important. You cannot miss too many shots. If you really think of it, you gotta think of it as a shotgun, really. It's super lethal up close, but when trying to engage at medium or long range, it most likely will get you killed. But what I didn't mention yet, and this is the most important thing, is the fun factor, because using this weapon is an insane amount of fun, mainly because it is such a challenge to do well with this weapon. At least for me it was, but it was a lot of fun to use, so I recommend you peeps go ahead and try it out and report back to me in the comments and see how you did as a SPETSNAZ ninja, because that's how I officially name this class from now on. Now let's get into some juicy hardline stuff. So recently some images showed up showing all kinds of emblems and badges that we will be able to unlock in a hardline. Now it just so happens that some premium logos popped up. Now I'll leave the imager link in the description so you guys can go and check it out for yourselves. Now that came as quite a surprise to me because I thought we wouldn't see any sort of DLC plan coming for hardline, or at least nothing substantial such as like new maps or new game modes, all that sort of stuff. And DICE also never really hinted or mentioned any sort of premium content that will come with Battlefield Hardline. But who knows, I mean, it can mean a whole lot of things, from extra camos or maybe game modes and weapons to, I don't know, a fancy hat for your soldier. I mean, they could even add some single-player content into the mix if they would, because I know they're pushing the single-player quite hard with Hardline. Or perhaps even co-op content, since there's been some code found somewhere in the game file thingies that has been hinting to a co-op mode in Hardline. And to be honest, I would be down with that. Like a brand new co-op mode in Hardline. I would enjoy that. And I know DICE has tried to implement this a couple times now, unsuccessfully, unfortunately, but they were decent attempts at bringing us something fun and unique. But at the end of the day, it is just a line of code and nothing has officially been announced, and same goes of course for the premium thing. So take all of this information with a big shovel of salt. Actually, don't do that, because you'll probably die. Anyways, my question to you is, do you have any underrated weapon or setup you would like to share with me? If so, put it down below in the comments. Do that. I would enjoy that. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like, of course, if you did. If you truly think I deserve it, leave me a like. And if you didn't like it, well, leave a big old poop comment in the comment section. Thank you for watching, guys. I am the Illuminati confirmed, and I will see you in my next sex tape.